Well, we're at the point on the Buick where we have coolant in it, we have transmission fluid in it spilling everywhere. There's no gas in it. And my buddy Marcus came by today and he convinced me that we should hook up the battery cables and turn the key and see what happens. So we're about 30 seconds away from either burning the car to the ground and me crying on camera, or I don't really know what's gonna happen. This car, I'm finding a lot of evidence is this car hasn't been used since 1992. So we'll hook up the battery cables quick. I have the keys in my hand, and this is nerve-wracking to say the least. Okay, so positive first. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm gonna puke. Well, there's our first conundrum. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Put a couple of washers in there. Come like
this. It is sparking.
So far so good, no smoke.
Don't see any smoke, go look in the car.
Hey, lights are on.
What? No way. Whoa, crazy.
Film lights.
Oh. Will the fuel pump turn on? No fuel pump juice. No fuel pump juice. This is not working either. Do you have a bad ground?
Is that the fuse in that line? Is that good?
Yeah, it's new.
No, I'm just saying if it popped.
It actually does look popped. Can you grab me a needle nose or something? Or do you just want to try turning it over?
Yeah, well, you don't need that right now.
Oof, duh. That turned over. Should we put some gas in it?
Does the fuel pump work?
I could just put some gas in the carb. We gotta figure out why we don't have power.
What is that, fuse blown?
That would be weird if it was blown. It's brand new. It's a brand new inline fuse. More troubleshooting. So, the fuel pump and torque converter lockup fuse is blown, we think. So we're gonna look at that and then dump some fuel in the carb. But the interior powered up and the car's not on fire. So, two big pluses. This is nuts, man. Oh yeah, that fuse is totally smoked. 30 amp? Why would a 30...
Brought to you by Bernie Lang.
Why would that 30 amp be smoked? And where are my fuses? How did I pop the one fuse I don't have? We could just try. Oh, here we go. This might work. Or did that blown one go? We'll see what happens. It could just pop right away. Because I could have those relays wired wrong. Yep, popped right away. 30 amps. How is that more than 30 amps? Nothing's even turned on. The switches are off. Why would they even be?
Got some wired backwards. Shorted.
Okay. This gas looks really green. We'll just pour it right down the throat hole. Okay, Garrison, you ready? All right, Mama, grab Garrison. I don't know if the timing's on. Timing's right.
Ignition or what?
If the ignition timing is set right. Yeah, it should have fired up. Needs ignition timing, I think. I thought so too.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, ignition timing for sure.
Okay.
Turns over just fine.
Yeah, it's good news.
Starter engage is good. So I think the ignition timing is off, so we're gonna look into that. All right, round two. I don't know if the ignition, if it has power. Horn works.
Is that right?
Dang. So I guess we can go get a fuse. Woo! Yeah, baby! It runs! High five!
You know,
You gotta put more gas in it.
ain't got no gas in it.
Huh?
Put some gas in it, no?
Whee!
You got a little bit of gas, just jump that fuse and good.
So it might look like I'm filthy and tired because I am. But right now I'm building shift linkage for the Buick because the factory shift linkage was actually trying to shift the transmission backwards. So there is the factory bar and there is the aftermarket. I went with this kit from CPP. Next day aired it from Summit Racing. And yeah, I mean, it was 39 bucks, and shipping was next day air was 30, so you know, 79 bucks or something like that to get everything here because it's crunch time. Just cut the new bar and bent it and burnt my arm, and now we're gonna try and get it in. This is the transmission side, and this is the column side. There's a pivot on this and a pivot on that side, so we'll see if this works. So far it fits pretty well, but I'm worried about the geometry because the shifter just goes straight down and I need it to go back. So you got the engine, transmission, drive shaft, and the shift linkage wants to go this way, where the shift lever wants to go this way. So we'll give it a shot. I'm crossing my fingers. Okay, there is the shifter rod going down to the linkage on the transmission. It's about a 50% chance of this working, but I hope it does. There it is. And when you try it out, it should be interesting. I think I'm going to tighten down the set screw on the bracket just to make sure that's tight. And we'll test it out. So, believe it or not, when I put the transmission in and stuff and shifted it through the gears, I actually put it into low gear and not in park. So this whole time I was trying to get this lever attached and the thing was in low gear and not park. So I was trying to force it back into park instead of out of park. So after sorting that out and doing some adjusting, it wasn't trying to push the lever upwards, it was actually trying to push the lever downwards. And after sorting that out, the thing works perfectly. And that was just heated up with the torch and bent into place. And believe it or not, I actually was able to get it all lined up, shifting it from park to reverse to neutral to drive. That was a big deal for me to get the original column shifter to still work with the 700R4. So that was super exciting that that actually ended up working out. So the Buick is back on the ground. I've done so much work to this thing in the last 2 weeks. I can't list all of it because it's been a lot. Cooling fan, gauges, exhaust, fuel lines, brake work, all sorts of wiring. Took me almost 4 hours to get the exhaust mounted up today. And now I just verified that the fuel pump is working. We got fuel up at the filter. So now let's see what it sounds like with a full exhaust on it and gas. Smoky. It runs. The tach was set to 4-cylinder, not 8-cylinder.